So it's the next day. I'm feeling pretty rubbish, to be honest, as you can probably see. I look awful. I just feel really drained. I'm getting really bad belly aches. The painkillers that I've had at the hospital have obviously worn off, so I'm just taking paracetamol now. I just feel like really groggy. I have started bleeding, which is good because obviously now the process has started, but the hospital have told me to expect clots and obviously see the miscarriage go, and I haven't had anything like that yet, so I think I've just got to see this out for a little bit longer. So I think it's all over. It's been 2 days for me since I've had the internal tablets. Obviously I was in hospital all day yesterday and I've been at home all day today, but I think I have just passed the pregnancy. It's the only clot I've had. I was actually expecting a bit more, but it was kind of like this big, so I'm pretty much like 99% sure that that was it. And to be honest, I just feel it's such a relief that it's over. I've been going through this miscarriage for probably nearly a month now, and it's just been so many like highs and lows, and my emotions have been like all over the place. So I've come to terms with the fact that, you know, I'm not pregnant, and the hardest thing I think is getting through this miscarriage. I think this has taken a lot longer than I ever thought it would, and it's just been so emotional that, like I said, it is a relief now, and I feel like we can just move on from this and, you know, start again in the new year. But I have got my scan again next week back at the hospital, and they want to check everything's gone, so I'll have that and yeah, see where we are after that. So I went back to the hospital yesterday and I went in there feeling really positive that everything was over, like I'd passed a massive clot in the week since I've had the tablets, and I just thought there'd be nothing there, but on the ultrasound they're still showing like a black circle, which relates to fluid. Anything black on an ultrasound is fluid, so they're not sure whether it's the sac still with fluid in it that's left or whether it's just an area of bleeding. But whatever it is, I've got to wait another week to find out. So I've got another scan booked for next week. This area has, on my last scan it started at the top of my uterus and it's worked its way to the middle, so it could be the sac like still on its way out, and obviously it's going in the right direction now, or like I said, it could just be an area of bleeding that hopefully in the next week it might just like sort itself out. But yeah, it's still not over, and I think that's the hardest part about all this. Like, I accept the fact that the baby's gone, but the emotions of this going on, and I never ever realised that a miscarriage goes on for this long. Like, it's been over a month already now, and I've still got another week, and you know, I don't know what next week's going to bring, but it's just, you think everything's over, then it all starts again, or you get told you're not pregnant, then you are pregnant. Like, it's been so emotional, and it's really sort of draining now. Yeah, it's just been a lot. It's been hard, but I'm just hoping that next week brings me some good news. Sorry, Ralph's playing in the background. And in a way I feel like I maybe should have just gone down the surgical route and got it over and done with in one go, because this is just taking so much longer. But yeah, just fingers crossed for next week. So I've just had my scan and there's still something there. I just want to cry really, but the option that they're offering me now is surgical management. So I'll literally come in for a day, be put out, and a surgeon will remove the remaining tissue that's left. So I'm just literally waiting for the nurse to come back in now and give me a date. Cleaning me.
The balloon. There, you've got a big circle on each side of your
Where's the
cheek.
eyes? Show me. So I'm back at the hospital for my procedure today. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna be brave and just be like pleased that after today everything's gonna be over. So yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning. Actually, it's not, it's about 15:15. I'm early for once. I've got to be up there for 7:30, so here goes. Yes, I'm all ready. I've been washing in a special shower gel for the last few days that the hospital gave me. I've got no makeup on, as you can see, no nail varnish, no jewellery. I have been allowed to keep my ring on, obviously with a tape on. I've just seen the anaesthetist, who is lovely. He's going to stay with me the whole time. The procedure apparently is really quick. I think the hardest part is going to be putting the cannula in, but I've had so many blood tests lately that I think if I can do them, I'm sure that will be fine. They've said that they'll be putting a tube down my throat to give me the oxygen while I'm under, and when I first wake up that will still be there, but apparently there'll be someone with me and that will be taken out like straight away. And then once I wake up I'll go to a recovery ward and then back onto the normal ward when I'm ready. So I'm about to just sit in the waiting room and be called, so wish me luck. So I'm out and back on the ward. I've seen the surgeon and she's pretty confident that everything's gone well and that she's removed all the pregnancy tissue. Got a slight bellyache and just feel a little bit spaced out still, but I'm on my second round of toast because I am starving. And I'm just waiting for the nurses to do all their observations. I think I've got to have a few of them, and then hopefully I'll be able to go home a little bit later. So I'm home. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening now, and it took a little bit longer to get home because it's been really snowing outside, but yeah, I feel fine. I feel a bit tired, not like sleepy tired, but just a bit drained, but I'm not really in any pain, which is great. They've said to expect some bleeding for about 7 to 10 days, and hopefully after that it's all over and there shouldn't be any reason to go back to have a follow-up scan. If I do, then I need to go back to the doctor. I've been given some antibiotics. This is really, I think, just because of a precaution, because as soon as you open the cervix there's a risk of infection. So they did this with the last procedure I had, although I had antibiotics on the day, where this is more of a course of antibiotics. It's just, I think, yeah, a precaution, but everything went well as far as I'm aware. I've just got some information to read. I can't have a bath or shower for like 24 hours. Other than that, unless I'm in any real pain or discomfort or heavy bleeding, there's no reason to go back, and hopefully it is all over. So I'm back in hospital. I've had to come up to A&E. I had my operation done a week ago yesterday, but I've just had a really heavy bleed with clots, so I rang the ward and they've told me to come straight in. I've had lots of blood tests taken. I've got a cannula left in my arm, so I'm just waiting to see the doctor now. So it's the day after being in hospital yet again. We got home about midnight last night and I've woke up feeling really good this morning. I'm not in any more pain and the bleeding seems to have slowed down, so fingers crossed this is actually going to be over soon. Like, I'm on my 7th week, I think, now of miscarrying. This is just crazy, but like I'm saying, I'm feeling really good in myself now. The doctors said that I could go home because all my test results come back clear. They tested me for so many different things. I'm not really quite sure all the tests that they did, but they took loads of blood tests. The two main ones that they were waiting for was whether I was anemic, because I'd lost so much blood in one go. Obviously that was a factor, but that came back fine. And then they wanted to check my pregnancy hormone levels, which came back as 1. So yeah, really low, which shows that the operation went well and that they got all the pregnancy tissue out. So that's all a really good sign. So they let me go home. They've said that the bleed I had could just be a side effect of the operation, and that it happens sometimes and it's just all part of the healing process. So we're hoping it's a one-off. I have got a scan booked for about 10 days time, but hopefully as long as all the bleeding stops by then, I can cancel that appointment. So fingers crossed, we might finally be over this. So it's all over and it just feels a massive relief for it to be over, to be honest. All the bleeding stopped and yeah, I'm done. The really weird thing throughout this whole miscarriage is that once I found out I'd lost the baby, I then went into this like different mode where it was like, okay, I need to deal with the miscarriage now, and my whole focus throughout this has kind of been on the process and what I've needed to do to like get the miscarriage to pass, that I kind of lost sight of why I was going through the process, and the whole losing a baby thing didn't really affect me, and I feel like it's coming out on me now. Like, even just talking about it, it's like emotional, it's there, and I feel like as soon as I knew it was all over, this weight has just gone, oh, and the reality of what's actually happened has hit me, and I feel really sad that I've lost this baby. I'm a firm believer that these things do happen for a reason, and that something wasn't right, and it's your body's way of dealing with it. And the good thing for me is that I fell really quickly in the pregnancy, and it was really early on in the pregnancy. And I know that that doesn't really make things better. I think it's still emotional whenever you fall, whenever you find out that you're losing a baby. It's emotional, whatever, but I think being a little bit early on, it does help to deal with it a little bit. But yeah, so I'm back to normal. I'm normal, I don't know. And yeah, we're just gonna give it a few months, I think, let my body kind of recover. The surgeon did say to me that I should give it 2 periods before I even think about trying for another baby. So yeah, we're just gonna put it to the back of my mind for a minute, just let my body recover, and then yeah, we'll try again when the time is right. So thanks so much for watching my story. I do hope that it was helpful in some way to you. And if you're going through this as well, then I wish you all the best. And yeah, just thanks again for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.